Here we are going to see the Routh Hurtwiz criteria. So Routh is based upon the array models and Hurtwiz is based upon the determinant. So that finally this combination of both we are going to see here and how it is going to be useful to decide whether system is going to be stable or unstable or marginally stable, that we are going to see. Still, if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it and share with your friends so that can get benefits. So now let's start. So we have Ruth. This both are different person. Okay, Ruth is different. Hurtwiz is a different person, and it is used to determine whether all roots of the polynomial has negative real part or not. So before that, we have another lecture video. So in that lecture video, we have explained about the stability on the basis of roots and the coefficients. So continuation of this here, that also you can watch. So if it is have negative real part means system is going to be stable since the root will lie on the left of the S plane. So now here we have considered any polynomials. So that is going to be like a naught s to the power n plus a1 s to the power n minus so on up to plus n equal to 0, where a0 is positive. So that's here. So this order is what here? N. Highest exponent is n here. A0, A1, A2, and so on. These are the coefficients. So finally, we are writing in this form. So our highest coefficient, what is the order? So that is written as s to the power n. And here all even values starting from the 0 is written here. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Coefficients are written here. Similarly, for the next lower order is s to the power n minus 1. So for the odd coefficients are written here. A3, A3, A5, A7, A, so on. Similarly, next, what will be the value? So this first two row, we are able to write on the basis of this characteristic equation, and remaining values we are going to write on the basis of determinant, so that we are going to see. And here we'll write up to when we have exponent as the 0. So how it is going to be the important that we are going to see. So that necessary and sufficient condition for stability is that all of the elements in the first column of the Routh array should be positive. So if all this first column here, all elements will be positive. So then we can say that system is going to be stable. If this condition is not going to meet, then system is unstable. So on the basis of RS criteria, only one condition is that system is stable if all the elements here of the first column should be positive. The number of sign going to change in the elements of the first column. Suppose it is not positive, then what will happen? Some will be positive, some will be negative. So then how many sign is going to change in the first column of the Routh array that correspond to the number of roots of this characteristic equation is going to be available in the right half of the S plane. Suppose for example, we have some value of plus 5, plus 9 something, some value now minus 2. Again, we have plus 7, for example. Now we have suppose minus 3. So now here, what you are saying that one time sign has changed. Here plus to negative. Again, it has changed negative to positive. Okay. So if two times sign is changing means two roots are going to lie in the right half of the S plane. Now, if it is negative here, some value, suppose 3. So one more time sign is going to change here. So that's finally 3 roots will be on the right side of the S plane. So finally, even single root is there. So it shows that system is unstable. So that is use of RS criteria. So finally, in general way, here if you see that this is the highest exponent n minus x. Then we have here another next below exponent. So this is all is written in that will be the even positions. This will be written all odd positions. And after that, from the third row onwards, how we are going to write the value of Z1, Z2 this all that is given by the help of this. So here you'll see that we are going to consider for the Z1, we are going to consider this combination. So finally, that's why here we have concept of determinant. So negative. So if you want to write that one, negative x naught y1 minus, okay, again x1 y naught. So finally, this we want to rearrange here. So we'll have here x1 y naught minus x naught y1, and this overall is divided by the value of y0. So that's why if you see that here we'll have negative sign, but right side negative sign is not there due to this arrangement. So for the Z1, we are going to consider this along with this. So first column will be common. For the again Z2, this along with this. Again for the Z3, we are going to use this combination. So that on the basis of that, by using the determinant concept, so everywhere you are seeing that first column x0, y0 is common. For the Z0, we have x1, y1. For Z1, x2, y2, like this, successive is going to change, and we'll so on till the last position we are going to write. So this whatever possible computation is there by using that Z1 and so on is being calculated. Again, for the next row, again we are going to take the previous two combinations. So there again we'll take the combination of y0 and z0. Okay, like this, so on we are going to take. So but here we have three different conditions in case of Routh array. First one is that it is the normal condition if all elements of the first column is the non-zero. Okay, and if it is positive, negative, no problem, but it is the non-zero. Second is all row of a particular row having all zero elements. Like suppose third row, fourth row, all elements is zero. So for that again, we'll see that how we'll able to find the elements of that row with the help of concept of previous row. Third condition is that first element of a row is zero, but some other elements are non-zero. So these are the three different conditions, okay, by which this Routh array is being calculated, and finally we are able to decide whether system is stable or unstable. So later we'll have one example. On the basis of that example, we can see that how we are going to proceed. Okay. So thank you very much.